Okay guys, welcome back again. Today we're going to go over the Olight Odin S. It is a new weapon light that came out earlier this year during the NRA convention and the sale during the period around that. I'm just now getting around to getting this opened up to show you guys, but I'm pretty excited about this weapon light and getting it mounted. So the Odin series has been out for a while, but this one is unique in a couple different fashions that I'll go over with you here momentarily. But again, this is the Olight Odin S, and it's a rail-mounted light. It's a max 250 meter throw and 1500 lumens for the output. And this is the box itself. It goes over the different run times. On high, you've got 3.5 minutes on the high or the turbo mode, which is the full 1500 lumens. And then on just the standard high, you've got 110 minutes that it runs off of that with the 250 meter throw. And that's 15,600 candela as far as the output for that. On low, you've got 300 lumens with 5 hours and 10 minutes of runtime. And altogether, it weighs just over 5 ounces. It's just over 5 inches long with a 1 1/4 inch or 1.14 inch rather bezel diameter, and it weighs 6.81 ounces, including the battery, which is a 3500 milliamp 12.6 watt hour battery. So in the package you get a few other things. You do notice on the box itself it says lifetime warranty. Any of the products purchased from Olight after January of 2023, you get a lifetime warranty if you are within the United States, Australia, China, France, Germany, and you get that lifetime warranty. So it doesn't matter if you were the one that bought it. It's based off of the serial number of the product. Some of the old packaging or the old models will still show either a 2, 3, or 5 year warranty on the side of the box, but you do get that same lifetime warranty with all models, regardless of what the box says. So that said, let's go ahead and take a look at this light. I'm going to use my knife here to cut the plastic, and we'll get this put away. That's my Rubato 2 with the micarta scale. So pull the plastic off, and then it looks like we have the fairly standard box. It's got the magnetic open on the side, and then the box will kind of open up. So you've got your thank you message welcoming you to the Olight family and thanking you for your support. And it's got some important information here for the light itself as far as how you set it up to use it and use it itself. So I'll go over that, what it does for you here momentarily. So, and then you've got on this particular one, a information packet for how to mount it and to lock and unlock it, or to screw it on and screw it off with the bezel. So you have the light itself in this casing. I'm going to set that off to the side for now. And the rest of the box looks like we've got some Allen wrenches and some other things in this box. We'll take a look at that. And then this is your accessory pack, and I'll go over some of the unique things with that. And then at the bottom you've got your user manual and your safety sheet or your warning sheet there. So that is everything that's in the box. We can go over each individual section here. So it looks like these are some zip ties that you can utilize for some cable management if you want to. And that's just an insert. And we'll take a look here at this. So in this box, you've got your charging cable. It's your MCC 1.5, and 2 amp magnetic charger. You can use that to charge the light itself from the back, just like any of the Olights or most of the Olights. You've got this rail mount in here that you're going to use. I ordered the one with the M MLOK rail, so it's got the M MLOK attachments on the side there that you set up and attach this to the rail. And then this is the locking screw for the light itself. So I'll set that off to the side for now as well. And then you've got your Allen keys and a couple other M MLOK pieces in there too. If for some reason you happen to lose one of these screws, they do have Loctite pre-installed, it looks like, on them, so you shouldn't have any issues, but sometimes things happen. So we'll get all of that off to the side as well. Stick this charger back in here. And the other little pack that's in here is for your tail switch. So with this, you've got a pressure pad. It is set up with a Picatinny rail so that you can slide it over an existing Picatinny rail if you have one, or flush mount it with your zip ties. So you've got your locking tail cap here that you can use to attach it and detach it. You can see that this sleeve, you can probably hear it too, clicks in and out. That's how you lock it down once you get it installed. And I'll show you what that looks like here too. So now you'll notice that I spun that and it doesn't click and unclick. What that's doing is locking in these detents on the outside so that you can use this and can use this, or can and cannot rotate this, or to take it on and off or unlock it. So and it tells you, looks like unlock is actually rotating it to the side there. Or no, I'm sorry, it's the other way around. So lock and unlock, it's unlocked now. We'll put that on the light here in a little bit. So this is really neat. So this light is actually dual fuel. So if you have CR123A batteries, you can use this adapter in conjunction with those to have a different magazine or a different battery. So you can run this off of two CR123As or the included battery, which I'll show you here with the light. So go ahead and take the light itself out of its little sleeve within there, and that is it for the contents of the box. So a couple of the upgrades, there's a little lens protector over the front here to keep it from getting scratched or scuffed in the package. But the upgrades to this light from the original Odins, there's quite a few. So first of all, this mount for your Picatinny or your MLOK or key mod style mount is actually machined into the housing of this light. So you can use this as a standalone light. It does have a tail switch on the back, as well as where your magnetic charger would go. You just attach it on there to recharge it. You can do that while it's mounted on the weapon, if you choose to mount it on a weapon, or you can take it off and do it that way, whichever is your preference there. But so this is part of the housing itself, so it's extremely durable as far as shock load. If it were to get dropped or banged or anything like that, it's not going to move or to come undone, as that is all, built into the housing of the light itself. So it's got a really nice weight to it, but it's not too heavy. And that other portion of the warnings label in here is telling you that the battery does have a disconnect. So there is a little burst disc. All of the lights, whether it's a weapon light or whether it's a flashlight from Olight, have got these plastic burst discs or disconnectors inside the battery compartments if the batteries are removable. And that's to prevent them from being turned on or shorted during shipping or storage initially. So the tail cap comes off and the battery is inside of it there. So this is again a 3.6 volt 3500 milliamp 18650. So you can use any 3.6 volt 18650 batteries in this if you happen to have any of those. But the nice thing about this adapter is the adapter, if you have CR123As, it tells you the orientation. So if I put this one in positive that way and then this one positive this way, now I can use these two CR123As, which is something that is extremely common for people that have weapon lights or multiple weapon lights. A lot of them use CR123As instead of 18650s or AA, AAA, stuff like that. So if you have a ton of CR123As laying around, don't worry, you can use those with this light. So if you forget to recharge it or it drains or you have an issue with this battery, you have other options for lights that are extremely common in this field or this mechanism of lights or style of lights. So that said, we'll put the original battery back in it and screw this back together, and now the light itself will work. It does have a vibrating function built into it. There is a motor, so when I turn it on, it does vibrate to let me know that it's on. And I do understand that you can tell that it's on because it's shining a light. But if it's sunlight, anything else, it will show you that. So just like with the Warriors in the Javelot series, if you quick press this, it does light up and stay on. If you hold it, it does a temporary mode. So light press, you get the low. High press, you get the high, which it's not doing right now because it needs charged. So you do have low and high, and you can change the settings in this to where it's got a strobe mode for the initial or for the second stage of the switch. So that goes over in the instruction manual, and I'm going to come up with some new videos for that. But that is your tail cap there, your tail switch there. And then your actual magnetic tail cap, you stick that on, and let's see if I have this correctly. We'll stick this on and then screw it down. And once I get it screwed down and this locked in there, it's locked and it's not going to come out. So that is on, and then I can use my low and my high buttons on this pressure pad, and you can mount that up on your handguard or wherever you want to for that. So the buttons are very, very decisive, so you press them. They're not mushy. They have a very textile and audible click to them. I'll stop talking, you can probably hear it. So you do know you hit the button. And if you have gloves on, that comes in handy. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock this, slide this back, and then I can twist this and take this back off. So the tail cap is back off now, and we just have the light itself. To mount the light, depending on your preference on whether you want it oriented on the left or right side of your firearm, you can put this on this direction or this direction, and then you have your cassette or your M-LOK cassette installed so that you can do that. So there are some set screws in here that you have to take off so that you can mount this in or screw this in and keep it from sliding once it's on there, which is what those Allen wrenches in there are for, are going to give you the access to. So with that on there, it'll clamp down and hold in place. Once you get that installed on your rail, you can screw this button in and lock it to where it's not going to go anywhere or fall off either. So you've got your M-LOK attachment point, you've got your screw on the side to detach and reattach it to the middle there to keep it locked in. So again, put that on there, tighten this down, and then it's not going to go anywhere or come off of this mount once you have that screw in there. So again, this is the Olight Odin S with the the M-LOK rail adapter, and it does keep it in a nice low profile once you actually get it onto your M-LOK rail, and you can either access that button manually with your thumb from your grip on the handguard, or you can install this switch point for the light itself. So you've got dual fuel 18650 battery for the rechargeable aspect of it, or you can use your CR123As with this adapter. And customer service is amazing. If you lose this adapter or damage it in some way, they absolutely are fantastic to work with on getting replacements if you ever need any. But again, this is the Olight Odin S weapon light. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're interested in picking up one of these, they actually are on sale right now for the Black Friday and Christmas sale event. So make sure you check that out and get yours picked up if you're interested in anything like this. One of the other upgrades I forgot to talk about is the electronics. The electronics in this light are potted, so they have an epoxy resin in the electronics that helps with increasing the waterproof aspect of the light itself, as well as shock absorption. So you're going to be able to take a lot more beating on the light itself and not have risk of electronics getting damaged or solder points cracking or coming loose. So it's going to be a very, very robust light with a very broad ruggedness to it as well. So extremely bright, very nice tight beam with a little bit of spill, so you're not only seeing what the light is shining on, but a little bit of what's around it as well. And it's extremely durable. So the laser engraving is very nice, and it's for the most part fairly subdued. It's not super bright white. It is white in comparison to the rest of the light, but it's not super flashy or shiny, which is nice for the weapon light aspect of it. And it does also have a little bit of an edge on the bezel. It's not so sharp that you're going to snag it on things like your case and stuff, getting in and out of your gun case, going to and from the range or whatever you've got it in a case for, but you are going to be able to drive it into something and get a little bit of traction with it at the same time. So very nice light. Make sure you check these out on the website while they're on sale especially. And again, there's a link in the description of this video. If you use that link to set up your account, if you don't already have one, you get a $10 coupon that you can put in on top of the discount for any sale items. This light, I believe, typically is $140. It's on sale right now for either $104.99 or $109.99. And you can use that $10 to get this light for less than $100. And it's an extremely good buy, very high quality, very bright. I've got some other Olight weapon lights that there are videos on this channel you're welcome to check out as well. But the Odin series is a very, very high quality, more compact option for a weapon light. So make sure you check out that link, set up your account, get your credit, and get your flashlights or your weapon lights, whatever you want from there. And I appreciate you sticking around and watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and that you and yours have a safe and happy holiday season. Thank you very much.